Hi, I'm Jenna McDowell, and this is my presentation on commercialization of sport for HPER 350. First impressions can make or break a relationship. A lot of what people take as their first impression is image. Today especially, people are very concerned about their image and what people think of them. This is true in everyday life and also in sport. What a person sees of a sports team can attract them to becoming a fan or even a sponsor. Today in sports, sponsorship is necessary in order for teams to pay for travel and equipment. Sponsors often provide clothing and gear that has their logo stamped on it. This form of sponsorship not only provides equipment for the team, but can also spread the name brand of the sponsor. Oftentimes, sponsorship is gained by a team that the sponsor deems worthy of representing them. This added pressure to gain sponsors may provide stress on teams and coaches and maybe even schools to build a strong and winning sports program. This pressure to win could cause some positive and negative outcomes. The strictness and structure of the program can be greatly defined by this yearning to have a winning record. In a school setting, students may be discouraged to participate because of the high standards that are set in order to maintain and maybe even gain sponsorships. I asked a few of my peers some questions about commercialized sport to get some different opinions. Do you agree with the idea of commercialized sport?
Yes, I do agree with commercialized sport. I think it's a great chance for athletes to be able to get endorsements and other nice activities and brands and stuff like that.
No, because I feel like it takes away from the actual sport itself. I feel like kids are playing for the endorsements and for the money rather than for the actual love of the game.
I agree with commercialized sport because it gives athletes with lesser chance who can't afford trips and stuff to be exposed to national recruits. Stuff like that.
I don't really agree with it just for the fact of people are not getting the aspect of the sport and they're not playing as a team. They're more worried about money and more worried about the clothes and the type of brands they get.
When was the earliest time that you were involved in commercialized sport?
The earliest time I was exposed to commercialized sport was probably my 9th grade year of high school. I played on a AAU basketball team and we traveled to Las Vegas.
In elementary, we had sponsors to go to a big tournament. And
Junior year, I went to Hawaii on a basketball team that was sponsored by. We had to fundraise a little bit, but some people sponsored us. We had their farm name on our jersey or whatever.
I would probably say my freshman year because we started getting more gear of Nike.
Did the commercialization have any kind of impact on your team?
On our team, no, because we're just a bunch of small town guys, but a lot of the teams there, yes, because there's like Team Kobe, for example, who had all Kobe gear and Kobe actually showed up for the game.
a lot of the girls got affected by it just because they wanted all the nice Nike stuff that they were selling and everything. And some of us girls who couldn't afford it were really excited about it. And then the other girls, they just wanted the Nike. The girls didn't really care how they placed in the tournament. They just wanted all the Nike gear.
No, I wouldn't say so. It allowed us to go to the tournament, but it didn't impact on how we.
What didn't really affect us because I guess we really didn't. They didn't give us much, so we still did as a team and didn't do much about it.
Commercialized sport can start as early as elementary traveling teams. The largest scale of commercialized sport would be the professional sports industry. You don't walk into a popular sports arena without seeing at least a few ads or logos of different companies that sponsor the team. Other places that you may see sponsors would be on clothing, either sold at the event or worn by the athletes. You rarely see a jersey or an athlete that has clothes on that doesn't have a logo on it. Some positives that I see of commercialized sport would be the support given to these teams. Teams can do more traveling and have nice equipment and uniforms. Teams also gain fans through their sponsors. In a school setting, some athletes may not have the opportunity to participate in sports because they can't afford it. Because of commercialization, a lot more individuals can be involved because their family does not have to worry about paying for their participation. I feel that commercialization is fine in sports, but it is being used for the wrong reasons. Athletes use sponsors in order to make money for themselves, not just for their teams. The sponsorships that are gained through sport sometimes taint the meaning of the sport. Many people see sports as a moneymaker versus seeing sport for the activity and entertainment. Sport accounts for 3% of world trade. It is a huge business industry. Sport has been a moneymaker for centuries. Greek Olympic athletes were rewarded financially as early as 590 BC. Nonetheless, commercialization in sport is not something that is going to go away. The sporting industry just needs to find a different way to go about commercializing the sports. Keeping the importance of the sport and the activity in mind is one way to start this process. I understand that money is needed in order to have sporting programs, but sometimes the use of commercialization to make money is done for an athlete's own intentions instead of the betterment of the team and the learning of the sport.